Welcome back with another banger. Yeah. Hit that like, sub it up, the react files. Back with another banger. Hit that like, sub it up, the react files. Y'all feel me? Let's run it.
Yeah, I know they can get us both like this. Oh, did we see something you won't believe?
I won't. I'll tell you, it's great.
Ooh, I'm telling you.
We saw that first saucer, and then we saw two other ones straight into the formation. And then we watched for pretty close to 3 hours. Then we get out of the car. And opened the car to keep warm, and out of the car to I had a radar detector in my hand, and the thing went nuts every time I saw the probe cross it at the floor.
I was saying maybe 100 somewhere in diameter.
Saucer shape now. It's some while ago I was out in Virginia City, and these saucer shaped clouds come over the mountain over your head, and then they completely fizzle out. They're called lenticular wind shaped clouds. And some of them are natural phenomena, others are not natural phenomena. Because the ones you'll see over non-mountain cities,
well, this was a
hell. One focal. He's an Air Force weather. Any of the times you ever see these cookie-shaped clouds or these UFO-shaped clouds over the city, probably got a UFO.
This one was so perfectly, I say it was maybe 100 feet diameter and maybe 25, 30 feet high. Mm-hmm. But it just perfectly round.
Yeah.
And just, well, I mean, just check out to a lot. Yeah, just perfectly round.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
If it was over a flat, it was most likely not faction.
Huh?
There's something inside.
Have you seen the one that Jerry, Schultz took out over where you were sitting last night?
No. No,
I'll show you that. This guy from about a month promised me that he would send me
I don't buy one of your hats.
quote. This is a natural 35 millimeter. Look up here. Mm-hmm. The only reference, did you see the ranch house over in the with the lights on, Liz?
No, we didn't go that far.
Yeah. This little horseshoe, well, you can.
There's the Groom Lake there facility way out there. I don't know, I can't see too good in black and white in its viewfinder, but you might be able to make out that snow up there. Yeah, now you can see it. Snow everywhere. We're going to go down the road here as much as possible. Wait for a little while for the UFOs. This is it, dudes. This is what we came to see. I got both my eyes open.
Yes.
I saw the dude move.
Hey, he's pissed.
Is he?
Yeah.
Okay, Phil's got the binoculars on him. He says it's a disc. Now I'm going to get an extreme close-up on him.
Oh, fuck. Empty it yet.
That's it, an extreme close-up.
Take a look.
No, I'm filming. You look. I don't want to break.
Right at us.
What?
Yeah, he's right at us. He's probably 8 or 9 miles.
No. Yeah, when I get back a little bit, you can see this is the Groom Dry Lake area on the other side of those mountains. Phil, look around the road. See if there's anyone watching us.
Yeah, there is. Guy right over here doing real slow. You better fucking believe it. He's doing about 10 or 15 miles an hour. There he is. Let me get my radar out.
I know it. If you guys can hear this tape, we have been watching two flying saucers for what, about the last half hour?
Yeah, last half hour.
At least the last half hour.
It's about 10 to 20 degrees below zero out here.
Hey, it looks like I'm getting a heat mirage in this thing. I can't pick them up, and I'm getting heat mirages from this far back. So I'm lucky I turned this thing on. I don't know if it'll come out on film or not, but I can see the heat mirage right here.
Oh, wow.
I got both my eyes open so I can see down there and right in here. But believe me, I can't see anything out of this camera.
Yeah, the radar detector went nuts there for a while.
I moved the camera back and forth. See me?
Yeah.
The heat mirage will stay right in the middle, no matter what I do.
Goes.
Are they going?
Yeah, they're off the floor.
Okay.
He's moving right. He dipped. He's moving right again. He dipped.
I'm just trying to aim this by eye. I'm looking through the viewfinder. Good Lord, can you see that? There it is. You see that? That's above the Groom Lakes. That's not even down on the dry lake bed. That's above it. Sucker just picked up and took off, and he's moving. It's just powered up in the distance. See that? That's Billy Boy. It's an island over there. I'm doing a full zoom right now for you. Billy Boy Island. You ever coming in behind us sometimes? We have lights, pop of lights. That's 3 of them. We're coming on the other side of us. I saw one personally go right into Groom Dry Lake over the mountain like lightning bolt. Straight. He saw one too. I didn't see the one he saw. Saw 3 saucers at once, setting off his radar alarm like you wouldn't believe. They all move in unison. 2 here, 1 above it, move this way, that way, this way. And sometimes this one go further and they go this way. And they're going like this.
Yo, why did that seem so disturbing? That's wild. That's Phil Schneider hunting UFOs at Area 51 in 1989. Shoutouts to UFO Lore, UK. It's amazing. Analog footage resurfaces in a digital era. I'm happy it has that timestamp because it has that sense of authenticity. R.I.P. Phil Schneider.
Are aliens real?
They're real, but I haven't seen them, and they're not being kept in what is it?
Area 51.
Area 51. There's no underground facility, unless there's this enormous conspiracy, and they hid it from the President of the United States.
What was the first question you wanted answered when you became president?
Where are the aliens?
Where are the aliens?
Researchers demonstrated a liquid robot called PB, or Particle Armored Liquid Robot. It can change shape, grab things, fall from...
They're doing it. They're actually doing it. It's happening. It's actually happening. Do you guys remember the plot for this movie? And the timeline?
Oh my God, bro.
Oh, hell no, man. What the
Skynet is here. This is crazy. 2029. Shout out to Hassan Says No. That's wild. A liquid robot without shape or form. We got T-1000s before GTA 6. This is getting insane.
3, 2, 1. Ignition. Engine full power and liftoff. Go SpaceX, go Starlink. Falcon 9, will you be my Valentine?
New here at 8, quite a sight over Southern California. SpaceX launching its 600th Falcon 9 rocket tonight from Vandenberg Space Force Base. This was the view from our Burbank Tower camera, and Air 7 got this stunning shot of the rocket lifting off over the hills. You can clearly see the first stage separation happening right there. The rocket sent 24 Starlink satellites into low orbit.
It is cool every time we can catch one.
Is that? Now, as an Appalachian storyteller, I'm sure you can imagine how many times that this was in my inbox this morning when I woke up. From a Charlotte, North Carolina Facebook page, and they're claiming there's some kind of humanoid running around down there in them parts. A part of Appalachian folklore, but is it? I'm not even going to say its name. It's right here. You can read it up here. What y'all know about the reason I wouldn't say its name is the tribes that believe that this is an evil spirit that goes by the name of, I'm dropping the name right here. They believe you shouldn't even say the name because it'll make the spirit come around. Originally showing up in traditional folklore of the Great Lakes and Canada regions and the tribes up there. It's made its way down, all the way down to little old North Carolina and been blended with a lot of Appalachian folklore. Now, what does this spirit stand for? I want to be clear. The tribes that talk about this spirit and don't want to say its name, they take this very serious. This isn't folklore to them. This is very real. This spirit, they believe it can possess humans, and it causes insatiable hunger. A hunger that normal people don't have. A hunger for other people. Can lead to the person who's possessed or the creature taking people's lives. Well, it's a winter spirit. It represents starvation, greed, and extreme cold. And you guessed it, that word for, snacking on humans. Now, is this what's walking around down there in Charlotte? I wanted to talk about some other things that it might possibly be that are associated with Appalachian folklore. Here in North Carolina, we have the Cherokee tribe. They have the Raven Mocker. And I would say that story is the most culturally comparable because of its Native American roots. Now, is it the same thing? No. The spirit is completely different in Cherokee culture for the Raven Mocker. It stands for something different, but it does have the same characteristics of looking like a humanoid. Raven Mocker, it usually represents fear of death. And again, this is not a campfire story for the Native American tribes. They really believe this stuff. Let's get into the Appalachian folklore side of things, and let's talk about the wild man. Deep out in these Appalachian hills and hollers, there's a creature out there that's human-like, feral, and has been known to feed on animals and things it can get a hold of, making weird noises out in these woods. While it tries to stay to itself and stay back in the woods, it's openly predatory, so if it sees an opportunity, it'll jump. So what if it is the wild man? That I've given you 3 options. Let's look at some of the comments, because y'all was cracking me up. I've seen Scarier at the Waffle House. I think he tried to reach out to me on a dating site. Somebody took her back to Gastonia. I was wondering where my pack of cigarettes went after I woke up from my nap while turkey hunting out there. But tell me, what you think's going on here? What is this right here?
That is wild. Looks like something out of a Rob Zombie movie. Shout outs to Ada Lives Life. That could be someone's auntie right there. Shout outs to Charlotte, North Carolina.
Okay, one more time, because it is pretty incredible. That's the tail that you're looking at, the one that looks like the head. I'm trying, but until she turns around, that looks like a snake, right? It's not, it's just a caterpillar, but it's made to look like a snake. And this one, more than any other, looks the most like a snake I've ever seen. Guys didn't even believe me. Jesus, look at that head on it, but it's a tail. The head is actually up here. It's so cool, this thing. So good. Thank you for doing that, Leah. Jesus, look at that. Incredible. Look at that. He's about like 6 inches. See?
This was the most expensive film at the time. They claim it nearly bankrupted the studio. But we've got a question we want to ask. Was this a set, or was it something else? Because after the film, like, just look at it. Just look at it first of all. Look how big this is. But after the film was finished, what did they do? They didn't dismantle it. They buried it. They buried an Egyptian film set in the desert. Like, look at this. This is meant to be props, a bit like the World Fairs. Then why did you bury it? If you go to the California desert, it's still there, brother. Buried under the sand. Like, look how big these artifacts are. Look how big this place is. This is in California, America. Are you trying to tell me that this is just a film? Okay, I believe you. Then why did you bury it? Why didn't you burn it? Why didn't you blow it up? Because you know them Egyptian temples, you can't blow. You tried it before. You know you can't just blow them up. That's why you had to bury it. Oh, we got your ass.
That's exactly what we was talking about with Explore the Weird in last Friday's live stream. Shout outs to the Bully Slayer, aka One Foul Wow. Why would they bury it? I feel like it would be more expensive to bury it. If I was a film studio, I would have left it up. We would have shot hundreds of movies in that thing.
So this is a steak I got at a steakhouse in Weatherford on my way to a cattle sale in Kansas. I should have known at first because it's really hard to get an 8-ounce filet that's truly a filet because they just don't get that big in animals very often. Then when it came perfectly round, I should have suspected something. I ate a little bit of it and I thought, man, something's not right. So you can definitely tell this is glued together. Probably a sirloin that's been tenderized and glued together to look like a filet, not a filet.
Where it's glued.
Riverside Church. What was going on up there? Little lookout over the Hudson? Come on, man. Come on. Damn right. What does that have to do with Jesus? What book is this? Sound off. Who is he scaring away? Everyone has wings. What's going on with the wings? I wish I had wings. Look at that pelican. A pelican. What does that have to do with anything? They're laughing at us. Donkeys, jackasses. Come on, man. What is that? That lion got breast? Come on. This thing don't stop. How is that normal to you guys, man? Do you see those little gargoyle dragons right there? What's going on in the front? Why is it down the block from Grant's tomb? What was going on back then? Sound off. Am I nuts? Just another day in New York City where if you don't stop and look up, you might miss the dinosaur. Come on, man. AD, after the death of dinosaurs, this must have been built. Right? Right? What is that about? Huh, Brandon? Brandon Kukowski, sound off. You've been running your mouth. Running your mouth for too long. Who are these people? Look at this one. Look at this one. Who's that? Who is that? Come on, mirror, mirror on the wall. Like, we didn't have to build on a hill. You see how it goes all the way downhill? We didn't have to build this on a hill. There was plenty of land. It was still only 1927, allegedly. There was plenty of land. Castle motif. Plenty of land, but now let's make it hard. Let's build it into a ground. Into the ground. Into the ground. Come on, man. Come on. Make it make sense. That's finally something that makes sense. Those little faces behind it do? Damn right. Look at those little faces. Come on, man. But this is what they had to build on. This is what Uptown is built on.
Make it make sense. Why would it be built into a hill? I feel like that's definitely evidence of a flood, if you ask me. Shout out to Big T Mims. I love social media these days. You can zoom in with good cameras and really see these statues that's built into these buildings. And I feel like it's absolutely Tartarian. Looking at it, it's like, it looks like a beacon of energy that's been disabled.
Wait, hold up. You mean to tell me that we're still paying taxes and the federal workers aren't even paying taxes themselves? So the reports say 149,000 federal employees owe 1.5 billion in unpaid taxes, and this is just for the fiscal year of 2021. Now, this isn't a new report. This comes from a couple of years ago, but we just glossed over this, right? And mind you, almost 6,000 of those employees are IRS agents themselves who owe 50 million in unpaid taxes as well. Gets wilder though, because since 2020, the IRS has spent at least $10 million on guns and ammo for its 2,100 special agents. Why? In addition to 4,500 guns, 5 million rounds, 539 long barrel rifles, 15 machine guns that's already in stock at the agency. What are they getting prepared for? I mean, could it be that they're getting ready for some type of uprising or revolution regarding taxes? Now, this is uncovered by Senator Joni Ernest, who presented a bill saying federal workers need to get audited every year, and if they fail, then they get fired. Now, as taxes ramp up, the billionaires are making their move, including Zuckerberg, who is going from California to Florida. Now, he's doing this to avoid the 2026 Billionaire Tax Act, which is a one-time 5% wealth tax fee. Okay, you guys, let's really think about this for a minute. You go to the store, you have sales tax. Some states, you have state income tax. Then you have federal tax. Then you go to the gas pump, you have gas tax. You move a certain amount on PayPal, Zelle, Cash App, etc., tax. So a third of your time, energy, and money, you're actually working for the government. So the question is, how did we get here? Well, since 1913, when they ratified the 16th Amendment, they made taxes legal because before that, the U.S. Supreme Court actually deemed taxes unconstitutional and illegal, which is the same year, 1913, the Federal Reserve was created. And if you guys didn't know, the Federal Reserve is a bank owned by other banks. Surprise! You guys, I would just like to know, for the 8th straight year, how does the Pentagon fail an audit spending taxpayers' money and we're missing about $50 billion, but there's no recourse? But if you do it, you have penalty fees and even risk jail time. Make sure you guys hit up my YouTube, The Maverick Approach, and let me know what you guys think about all this down below.
That is wild. Sounds like the rules don't apply to those who wrote them. Shout out to Maverick Approach. According to these facts, it seems like it's designed that way.
Que isso? Olha, pessoal. Parece cavalinho. Parece cavalinho pequenininho. Aqui dentro da minha granja. Onde está meus frangos, minhas galinhas? Eles estão correndo. Vem, vem.
I was just going home. I'm like, is that an alien with the Star of David? Sound off. What is that about? Aliens, Star of David. Come on, Brooklyn. You can say you were wrong. You can admit that you were wrong. Come on. Who's that? Sorry, the snow's breaking underneath me. Is that the statue of Lucifer? Make it make sense, Brooklyn. Right, Atlantis? Right? This makes sense for Brooklyn during a depression. These people aren't giants, right? New York Giants? Sound the horn. He's on to us. Hey, buddy, stop blowing so hard. You're blowing your eyes out. What's wrong with you? Why do you look so scared? Make it make sense, Brooklyn. The bugged out eyes. Make it make sense. What a beautiful day in New York City, man. Come on, man. Come on. What does that say? To Brooklyn. Does that look legit? Does that look legit? That's what they did back then. That's what they did back then. Little baby, look like me with the sausage fingers. Sound off during a depression? Let me know if your grandpa survived the Great Depression, because the government that cares about us so much, they're 0 for 100 years since, right? 0 for 100 years since. You know they'd be lying already. But they were able to build this fountain during a Great Depression to keep Grandpa Bill and his brass fountain Atlantis trio. There was a quartet of them swinging hammers 2 at a time, so that's 8 hammers if you're doing the math. Make it make sense, Brooklyn. Sculpture builders comment section. So you got Grand Army Plaza, right? You got these things, all these birds on it. It's a battle axe, right? Some sort of, not a high goat. Who gave the goat Eddies, huh? Or Rams? What does that have to do with Prospect Park in Brooklyn? Come on. These snakes make sense? Right by Prospect Park, this little hut. I wonder what that hut was for. Nothing. It was nothing. My grandpa was in there. They would get bologna sandwich breaks. Like, all right. All right, Uncle Grandpa Bill apologist. No, he's a legend. We got the griffin toe motif. I don't know, does this make sense? Come on, man, what were you doing back then, Brooklyn? What were you doing? Why would you need such a big structure in 1861?
Make it make sense. Shout outs to Brooklyn. I remember going to Grand Army Plaza as a kid. It's like, what are these things doing here? Then as I grew up, Grand Army Plaza always comes to mind. Shout outs to Big T Mims for capturing it up close. I definitely feel like Brooklyn was harnessing the ethers for real.
Hello, my darling. So a lot of you asked for a breakdown on Azazel. So let's actually slow down and look at what this figure really represents beyond internet mythology. Azazel appears in a very old Near Eastern and Hebrew traditions long before modern occult culture turned the name into a dramatic archetype. In early text, Azazel is not introduced as a cartoon villain, but as a being associated with transmission of forbidden knowledge. Metallurgy, weapon crafting, cosmetics, and advanced techniques of shaping matter and identity are all linked to him in ancient writings. And that detail matters, because in symbolic language, teaching humans how to shape metal and appearance is not just about tools or vanity. It points to civilization crossing a threshold. Raw nature becoming engineered culture, and instinct becoming system. In the Book of Enoch, Azazel is blamed for teaching humanity skills that accelerated development faster than moral maturity could handle. So the problem was never evil power in the simple sense. It was premature knowledge entering an unprepared society. In some esoteric interpretations, Azazel functions more like a boundary figure, not a tempter, but a carrier of heavy information that forces humanity to confront consequence, responsibility, and technological awakening. Even the scapegoat ritual in ancient Israel involved sending sins into the wilderness to Azazel, which symbolically suggests a place where collective imbalance is transferred, isolated, and processed outside the social order. So instead of viewing Azazel as a flat, dark entity, older traditions hint at something far more complex, a teacher linked to transformation, burdened knowledge, and the cost of advancement. And maybe the real question is why ancient cultures were more afraid of knowledge than of darkness itself.
Maybe because they wanted to control civilization. Shout out to Azazel 9, bringing a historic context to Azazel. Some say the Greek equivalent would be Prometheus. Very interesting stuff.
2 different volcanoes just erupted on the same exact day on opposite sides of the planet, and the footage that is coming out right now is absolutely insane. Dude, this literally just happened. One of the most active volcanoes on Earth just cracked open in the Indian Ocean. They're saying that 4 different fissures ripped through the surface with lava pouring out at 60 cubic meters per second. 87 hikers had to be airlifted off the summit by helicopter, and some of them were just 30 meters from the lava fountains whenever it blew. And right now, they're saying that the lava flow is approaching the main highway on the island. At the same exact time, thousands of miles away on the other side of the planet, Mount Semeru in a place called East Java shot a column of ash 1 kilometer straight up into the sky. Dude, this thing has been going off with 7 different eruptions in 3 different hours with 100 explosions recorded and detected in a single day. These 2 different volcanoes actually have nothing to do with each other. They're not related at all. One of them sits on a volcanic hotspot in the Indian Ocean, and then the other one sits on the Pacific Ring of Fire. These are completely different systems. They just both erupted on the same day. These volcanoes are going off right now, and the footage is obviously insane. I'll keep you updated as more comes out.
And that's a wrap. Hope you enjoyed the deep dive. If you enjoyed this video, please consider to give it a like, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to hit the notification bell. Shout outs to all the reactors. Thanks again. Till next time.